Welcome, everybody, to Generation Dan, the only podcast where we will tame and ride a winged horse to Mount Olympus and then get struck down for our hubris. I'm Atlas Novak. I'm your millennial. Who else is here with me?
I am Dino the Genetic Marvel. I am Greek, and I will explain everything. Everything is Greek. The world is Greek. You have no idea how Greek you are.
Oh, my God. It came out of my nose. Sorry.
Our guest today is Marc Tyrell. Marc, how are you?
I'm doing well, Dino. Good to finally meet you in person. I've been listening to the podcast a bit, and I really like it. I really dig you guys. You guys got a great rapport.
I mean, we are problematic. That is 100% factual. So it's yeah. So I'll be honest with you. We usually reach out Friday or Saturday and be like, okay, headshot and any topics that you're passionate about. And you said Greek history and everything since the Odyssey coming out. And I'm like, I'm fucking in immediately. Okay. I don't even know a lot of Greek history. I just know being Greek. And I'm like, yeah, you could piece it together. It's everything in Greek history makes complete sense if you're Greek. If you're not Greek, you're like, what kind of mad, crazy man? You're like, hey, they made the horse out of the ship and they sneak in. It's very genius. Listen, this is a normal Greek thing. Okay, yeah, very sneaky. We will figure it out. Okay,
that's a big part of history that people always ask. Like, why would someone do whatever the thing is? And I feel like that's where you guys are going to come in handy. Like,
listen,
that point of view.
There's a term you have to understand. There's a terminology in Greece. If you figuring something out. Is I did it with my own patent. That's what they'll say. Like, I made it with my own patenta. I figured it. I made a new way of doing something. Is not how it's supposed to work, but it functions. You'll be fine. That's it. It's the whole thing.
They say that if they make something new, they say like a figure. They say it's their own patent.
Yeah, it's my own. I made my own. I figured it out my way. It works though. It's very. We used what we had and made it work.
Okay.
Is it how it's supposed to be? No, but it works. And we didn't spend any money. Also important. So two very key things. Victoria says hello. Hello, Victoria. Well,
it's the same kind of idea as like when you see there's a guy I watch on TikTok sometimes where he's like a home inspector, like before escrow and all that, and he comes across somebody's like pipe system. And somebody had like repaired a pipe with an old can of Pabst Blue Ribbon, but like it's an old can of Pabst Blue Ribbon, like from the 60s or something. Okay. And he's like, "Okay, don't do that," but also it works. Like nothing's happened so far.
Listen, there's a whole way of communicating amongst trade people. That when you get into it is very like so my father was a machinist, Marc. He had a machine shop. We build huge things, small, intricate things, all sorts of things. Not a machinist. Just I can talk with words and I can be intimidating and scary. Those are my two things. I do comedy and scare acting. That's not a machinist. Not a machinist. Okay. But at the same time, like you get to see like. So someone would say, hey, do you know anyone that can weld really well? And the picture that we got sent back will be 2 beer cans that have been welded together. Okay. And the amount of skill you need to do that is of the highest grade because essentially beer cans melt.
Okay.
Temperatures go
thin metal, right?
Because they're very, very, very thin, right? So it's very sensitive material, it's aluminum and all that kind of stuff. So when you send that picture back, you're like, yeah, it's me, fuckhead. I know what I'm doing. You're like, oh, yeah, cool. There you go. That's also comes from Greece. It is very Greek. Do you even know what you're doing? Me, from my village. I will tell you everything. It's the whole thing. It's great. I love it.
I know we're going to talk about the Odyssey, like probably in the back half of the show, but I had a couple things I wanted to ask you guys about, like, just the sort of tropes in Greek mythology.
Sure.
As somebody named Atlas, I took an interest in it as a kid because you're like, where the fuck did this fuck ass name come from? And they're like, I can't share a coat with anybody. None of those license plates in the gas station have my name on them. Where did this come from? So I noticed that like a big part of Greek mythology is hubris. Like humans are people who will get too big for their britches and get struck down by the gods, but also the gods are assholes themselves. Why is that a thing, you think?
Oh, it's just nature. So the thing about this way is the longer something goes without a predator, the more crazy it will act.
Okay.
So the whole problem with society, and I have done this, Mark, if you've listened to our episodes, I'm sure you would have heard this. I am in favor of fight clubs for every job, grade level, school activity, fundraiser, everything. Listen, we're gonna race for like we Victoria's parents had Parkinson's, and we would go on like a run for Parkinson's or a walk for Parkinson's. It's just we're gonna raise money. It's a good thing. Also, fight club for Parkinson's. I am very okay with this. Okay, there is. I'm not saying
they know how to bob and weave.
I'm not saying the Parkinson's people fight, but you could fight in favor of it as a charity.
Well, I feel like that would like fuel like the Parkinson's research because many of the people fundraising it would need the fundraising later on in life.
Yeah, that's true. That's what happened to Muhammad Ali.
Chicken egg. I don't know, but listen, it'll work. Does your sister also have a unique name too? Your sister does, doesn't she?
My sister's name is Phoebe, and
that's also Greek.
Well, originally my mom got it from Catcher in the Rye because it's Holden's sister.
Oh, okay. Don't worry.
But coincidentally, Phoebe is also from Greek mythology. Like they're both Titans from that same generation, so it just worked out that way.
Yeah. But this is the crazy thing about Greek mythology, right? Everything is great until it's not, and then maybe it becomes great, but it's a different kind of great because that's how time goes. Like it's very much just the poetic telling of existence and all of its problems that you'll never see coming, but everyone saw coming. Like it's a weird thing, and that's just it's life, right? You never expect what's going to happen. It just happens, and then you're going, fuck! You're stuck in the background, right?
Yeah. That's the whole idea between, or at least one of the interpretations of the founding origin story of Greek mythology. You know, originally it's just the sky god Uranus and the earth Gaia, and they get replaced by the Titans, and then the Titans get replaced by the Olympians. You know, if the Greeks didn't get conquered by the Romans, who knows who would have taken over after that? Maybe.
Traffic would have been better. Traffic would have been better. Not right now.
Oh yeah, the traffic's gonna be better.
But looking at like other mythologies, like hubris as a like concept to be derided isn't as baked in as it is for Greek mythology. Like Greeks in general seem to have this thing of like, don't get fucking too big for your britches
every time,
motherfucker. Every time. Like,
so the funny thing is that every great society has an element of that until it doesn't, and then traditionally it falls. Like this is one of the normal things of society. It's like don't get too big, bro. Somebody else is gonna come around with a bigger stick and you get your ass whooped, right? And it's very much like there has been so many and like look, when you go through Greek history, okay, just so you understand, people are like Achilles, greatest warrior of history and everything. Okay. I've been to Achilles' house. It's in a place called Kerkyra, or known as Corfu to many of Europeans, specifically Italians and Germans. They flood it every summer. It's a beautiful place. Okay. It's a beautiful island. They have two statues, one of him kind of lounging and one of him standing with his spear. Motherfucker was 14 feet tall, bro. Okay. People are like, that's how big he was. I'm like, yeah, no wonder he was the best warrior in the world. He would throw people like fucking like just you know, when you would play football with the folded up piece of paper, that's how he could flick people. Okay. So it's very much just history is a crazy thing. That's for sure.
Wait, so he's they keep the his house in Corfu, or at least I'm guessing it's not.
That's where he's. That's supposed to be where they've restored all of it. They found his statues and it's trust me, it's a wild place. That's the hard part about Greece, is that everywhere is ruined. So they wanted to build a subway. Every subway stop is now a museum. Like they just took everything out and they're like, okay, fucking museum. There's museum here. There's fucking museum everywhere, right? I like ancient Greek names way more than new age scientific names or names that require you to think like it's a puzzle.
Like a puzzle.
Charlie
XCX or whatever.
Ladasha. They're all. Yeah. It's not a name that's a sound. I'm not into it.
What's so funny about because watching the Odyssey, I went back and reread it because the first time I read it was 10th grade. It's been a while, and I was doing more research into how does the Trojan War start, and it's also Odysseus's fault. Where before Helen of Troy was to be married off, she had all these suitors, and Odysseus is one of them. But the king is like, I don't know what to do, because if I marry her off to somebody, then everybody else is just going to attack because they want her. She's the most beautiful woman in the world. And Odysseus is like, hey man, I have a solution. How about if you help me get married to Penelope, who I'm in love with, we make have every other suitor sign an oath that if Helen gets stolen, everybody's got to go to war. And Helen's dad is like, great idea. Mutually assured destruction. That'll never set off a war. So he picks Menelaus for Helen. Odysseus gets Penelope. And then when Helen is stolen by Paris, and because of the gods being a-holes, Agamemnon is like, fine. All right, we got to go to war. And then when he gets to Odysseus with his newborn son is like, I don't want to go. Even though kind of his fault, right?
So this is the thing, is that the victors write history, my friend, and it makes it a lot easier. This is the whole thing: is Odysseus is the only witness to what happened.
You can deny the whole thing.
Hey, actually, just so you guys know, everything was on me. And you're like, I can't really argue with it. He's the smartest guy I know. He's a middle manager. Let's calm down.
Well, you could also argue that and this whole thing. Oh, go ahead.
Hold on. Atlas is freezing out. There we go.
I froze up. Sorry. Yeah.
Mark, go ahead.
Go ahead. Sorry. Yeah.
Sorry. Well, it also you could blame Odysseus, but you could also blame Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite. This all started as a beauty contest where the Prince of Troy was the judge, and each one tried to bribe him with their own special gift. Athena was like, "I'll make you." Yeah. Yeah, Athena was like, I'll give you all the knowledge in the world. Hera said, I give you all the kingdoms of the world. And Aphrodite's like, oh, I'll give you Helen. And he chose Helen.
Hey, these are facts. To this day, in Greece, bribery works every time. Also, got a hot broad for you. I'm in. It is very cut and dry. Listen. Yeah. Hey. Because, see, this is the thing, is those first two promises, you know what those sounded like? Yeah, I'd be good. Sounds like a lot of work.
It does sound like a lot of work.
Oh, and one of the most beautiful woman in the world isn't?
Well, okay,
but then you still got the most beautiful woman in the world. You're like, hey. I hit that once, eh? Mm-hmm. Fucking
having awesome. Too much knowledge sounds like a curse. Having all the kingdoms in the world sounds like a lot of work, like Dina was saying. But the reason I brought all that up was because Achilles wasn't there. Or he was alive, but he was too young to really.
Hold on. Atlas is freezing, and this is actually a really important thing. I'm like, shit. I don't know why his internet is going weird. That's fucked up. Hold on. There we go. No, you're still not back.
My internet is the worst today. I'm sorry. Yeah. Better.
Your wife is mining Bitcoin in the next room, and she's like, I don't know why your internet's not working.
I know it's been rough these last couple of
Okay,
days.
so
I might just go reset the router.
Achilles. Get back to Achilles.
Yeah. Okay, so he was a little too young to be there for the whole mutually assured destruction pact.
Right.
But he had that prophecy of like either if he goes to Troy, he will die and be remembered forever, or if he doesn't go to Troy, he will live a long life but die in obscurity. So when he hears about the war going off, he's like, "Fuck yeah, let's go." Yeah, I'm gonna go reset my router and like you guys.
Don't worry,
going,
we'll be discussing things here. Don't worry, it's like science. Sure. Fantastic.
Go for it.
Like that. This is the wild part. Is like where I'm from in Greece is about 3.5 hours north west of Athens, right? So it's kind of just it's farm country. That's what it is. So that's why people are like, "Oh, you're Greek. You like seafood." I'm like, "No, I'm not from an island. I'm from the mainland." I'm like, I eat pigs and lamb and things like that. Once in a while, a cow, not very often, but it's a thing like that where. But even for us, they're like, "Oh yeah, there's the monastery is up on the mountain, and there'll be two paths. There's a road. There's also a goat path, and then there's like a walking path and stuff. And every one of those, if you just dig a little bit, you'll find like a piece of pottery or some weird shit in the middle of fucking nowhere, right? It's everywhere. There's no, it's a very weird thing where, like they even had, let me see, the last time we went, I took Victoria for our honeymoon. I wanted to go in 2020. And a couple of times I was like, we should just go anyway. Just fucking, let's go get stuck in Greece. Who gives a shit? And she's like, no, we have things to do. I'm like, I know, but it'll be fucking cool, But like I took her, we had like there was a train that went around and just kind of give you like the main not downtown, but like the main part of Athens. That's
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
You just
did I freeze up?
I can't hear you now.
No,
I think because Atlas just reset. I think that might have something to do with it.
Just do.
Oh wait,
back. I'm good. Wait. Hold on. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I just went in and out and like, sorry to leave you there by yourself.
No worries, man.
But yeah, it's this whole thing where you're driving around in this little train, like how they see at like shopping malls when people throw their kids in, except it's a little bigger for adults. So
wait, they have those going just across the country to commute places?
Oh no. This is just in like downtown Athens where all of the historic stuff is. So they just drive around this little train car and you can jump on and off. It's just going through little walkways and stuff, just kind of passing through. And you're like, oh yeah, over there is that person's fucking temple. There's that person's temple, that person's temple. It's really cool. But yeah, it's a lot.
I'm pulling this up. I want to get the picture. Oh, so it's like a little subway thing.
It's kind of, but then like I said, the subway, they had a metro car that was above ground. It went underground a few places, but mostly it was above ground. But it was old as shit, right? So they were like, we need a subway. And I'm like, that's crazy talk because this is Greece. There's a lot of places that are parking lots and you'll just see grass on top. And I'm like, why did they do that? And they're like, oh, so it's they wanted to make a parking lot, but as they're digging down to make the parking lot a couple levels down, they found ruins. So instead of acknowledging the ruins or anything, they just dug past it and found something that wasn't ruins and built the parking lot now. So now it's 6 stories underground, and then there's a parking lot underneath, like a parking garage.
So in order to get around it, they just built around the ruins.
Oh, underneath. Yeah. Actively. And if they find ruins and they have to go through that area, good. Now there's going to be a museum there. It's like literally, boom. Just, okay, put everything in one spot, covered in glass. It's protected. Here's the history, bring in archaeology. Like it's a whole system that they have going just because you're like, yeah, it's fucking history. We can't get away from it. It's everywhere.
That's like such a blessing and a curse. Cause like as a classics nerd, like you can just like go on your evening stroll and just find like some type of spearhead that's just an amazing part of history. But if you're trying to develop anything, literally anything, you are screwed. It's going to cost so much to do literally anything.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like the cool thing is they've kind of done their best to try to find a middle ground for everything. So people are like, hey, if you don't want to do this, you can go around it if you have the space. And you're like, you can say, okay, well, we know there's ruins there. We're going to catalog whatever we saw, but then we're going to lock it down, try and pass by it and not have to worry. Right. So it's kind of weird, but it's a thing. Atlas, you're all reset. Do you think you're better?
I think we're good. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Hopefully.
Thank you. Sound good.
So what did I miss?
No, we were just talking about Greece.
Talking about the nightmare that is real estate development in Greece. Due to there being artifacts literally everywhere, as well as the subway that you guys use in order you used to go around and do sightseeing when you were there last.
It's a cool, like, the whole thing is a tourist trap, right? It's this weird kind of thing. But then, like, because I'll walk into a place and they'll speak to me in English because I look like a whitey. And then I'll speak to them in Greek, and then they're like, ha, "You're Greek," and I'm like, "Aha, I'm Greek." And they're like, "Son of a bitch, get the fuck out of here! I have to steal from tourists." And you're like, I'm like, "I have an Asian wife," and they're like, okay, I won't cheat you." I'm like, "Okay, good, it's fine, it's perfect."
I won't cheat you.
Yeah.
Wait, you said you have a Asian wife?
Yeah, my wife is British-born Chinese.
Dude, okay, okay. I didn't get the chance to say this earlier, but like, dude, you are literally like my dad, like, or me, like, you. Well, okay, you have a machinist for a dad. I did too. My dad married an Asian woman, so I mean, the jury's still out on me. But like, I mean, but the machinist. What else did you say? Like, just like a rugged dad. No, I just hit on that for a second because we got a lot in common, and also I'm Sicilian. So, I mean, Sicily was taken over by the Greeks at some point, so there is a big Greek strain. So maybe
there's
we got
a
some
village
bloodlines
in Sicily and on the mainland of Italy that speaks Greek. It's just a town, and they're like, everyone here is Greek, whatever. And
really?
It's the wildest shit. Yeah. No, it's that whole area is a hodgepodge of dog shit because people are like, I am Greek, and you're like, no. And some old person would be like, I know your mom fucked this guy from this town. He ain't Greek. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, it gets, because all of our history is gone, right? Like, we have ancient history, and then all birth records and stuff like that were destroyed through both world wars. Like, they're gone.
Oh,
so it's you have word of mouth, and maybe that was your name. Like, it's a very weird
really
thing where you're an Asian who can grow a beard. I mean, it's an achievement. I'm just gonna say, like, we both have pretty great beards. Man, there's a little Greek. It's fine. It's understandable. It's somewhere in that, you know. History has a way. Nature has a way every time.
It's like the worst part of Jurassic Park.
Not for the dinosaurs.
So when did your family make it over to Canada from
So
Greece?
it was in the wild thing. My parents came separately to Toronto. Which so my dad was educated in Greece and was able, his options were Canada, US, or Australia. And I said, why'd you pick Canada? And he said it sounded nicer. And then I said, because there's a big Greek community in Montreal as well. And I was like, how come you didn't go Montreal? He goes, I like Toronto. It sounds nice. And I'm like, son of a bitch. I'm like, all right. So we could have been Australian. He goes, yep. That's very much, you could have been Australian. That was a possible thing. And they met here in Toronto, and that was like in the early 60s kind of thing. And then they started popping out kids. So we've been here and for quite some time. But
okay, so you one generation.
I'm first generation Canadian, but like both of my parents were Greek. So yeah.
I was my family's I'm a mix of all the like 5 different things. I'm Filipino, Italian, Irish, British, Chinese, French, Canadian. My grandma is the Sicilian side. Her maiden name was Anastasia, and that was also the name of a famous mob boss in the early 20s. So I'm hoping, nice. I'm hoping I got some mob blood in me a bit.
Oh, God willing. This is the crazy part is that, like, there's a lot a lot goes into being able to survive wars that encompassed everywhere. You know, like it's a weird thing. It creates very unique history amongst everyone, I find, right? And that's the thing is like those lines get crossed all the time. And even like the weirdest shit will be like I will like my last name is Bletzes. It's not super popular, but it's kind of like say like Johnston or Johnson. Like it you'll hear it occasionally. So in Greece, every village I go to, I'll find Bletzes there, a Bletzes there. And it's just like, they're like, are you related to them? I'm like, probably. Do they have any kids that look like me? And they're just like, I don't know. I'm like, no, my family is from here and here. And they're like, oh, you may be related to that guy. And then sure enough, we met people who their parents grew up in Athens and were quite far away from Athens. They have the same last name. There were three brothers. All of them were bald, and all of them had the exact same hairline on the back. It's a W, exactly like my dad. When we're walking, and I see them walking together, and I'm like, son of a bitch. I'm like, that's fucking genes. I don't know. It's fucking bald, you know? But all of them had the exact same line on the back of their head for where their hair stopped. And I'm like, that's some weird shit. You know,
country's so small, like you just run into people that you find out you're related to. That's so cool.
Yeah, it's very weird. And you'll hear stories about people who are like, oh, I remember one guy. I was walking down the street and someone was like, hey, you're Bill's kid, right? And I go, yeah. And he goes, from Canada. I go, yeah. He goes, you should come by sometime. I'll give you beer and tell you some stories about your dad. I go, cool. And then I walk, I go, oh,
Zeus
Dad,
is law.
down the street. I was walking down the street and I saw this person and they said to come back. He's like, you don't go to that house. You don't walk down that street. You don't say hi to those people. And I'm like, oh, really? It was very much as soon as I knew how to speak Greek well enough where I could have conversations with people that my parents weren't a party to, I started to get a lot more like kinks in the armor for like with regards to like because my parents had me when they were in their late 30s, right? Or my dad was in his late 30s. So I'm like, I only got the refined small business owner, bought my own house dad, right?
Yeah.
So it's always I'm like, oh, what secrets do you have for me? People's like, there's no secrets, but it's like I have no secrets. You don't talk to those people. I'm like, oh, okay.
I have kind of a similar story when I was visiting Philippines, my mom's home island. So she lives in she's from a remote fishing village in a province called Sumar. And, you know, like you can run into people that you don't know you're related to, similar as Greece. The only difference is like instead of in Greece records being destroyed and you guys losing track, we just lose track because we reproduce like rabbits. It's like the most Catholic country in the world, so any type of birth control is like you're going straight to hell.
Not a thing.
Yeah, not a thing. So you know, I keep running into people. This is your cousin. This is your cousin. This is your cousin. I'm like, great. I'm not, and even like 10 years on, my mom's like, hey, you remember your cousin, this guy, like he's going through this and that right now. You know, do you remember him, right? We met him during this thing. I'm like, Mom, I don't know. But the specific thing that came up in mind, so I was warned before I went on that trip, be careful because there's a penchant for criminals to steal Westerners and hold them for ransom because the currency, because with the currency changes, basically any person who lives in America is a rich person, whether or not that's true.
Kind of.
Yeah.
It's a weird,
So they were told me like I was unaware, and one day I was walking by this one house on the main street of the island, and I hear voices coming out of this one hut, and there's no windows. It's just like one of those what do you call it? It's like a grating, you know, you put those on like a fence, like a wooden crisscross thrashing. I just hear people calling me my name out from behind. It's like Mark. It's like what who is this? Mark. And someone slowly gets out of the front door. It's like, Mark, I'm your cousin, Mark. Come in. We want to meet you. And I was like, oh, okay. And I start going in, and it's pitch black.
Oh,
Remember, it's a pretty remote island, so not every house has electricity.
Yep.
And then everybody got turned into pigs.
We're bringing back to the Greek thing. We're bringing back to the Greek. But yeah, I'm talking to these people I can't even see. I can't recognize. Like, I'm your cousin. You don't remember me? And then I'm reminded about the kidnapping warning. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm gonna go. It's like, wait, no, I'm your auntie. Call me grandma. Like, it's you know me. I was like, no, I gotta go. And the sun was going down. Everything's gonna be pitch black soon. So I'm gonna I got the hell out of Dodge. But that's how I met my relatives. You know, nice. I just didn't have the bald spot to confirm because it was too dark and I felt scared.
Oh, so this is the thing is like, my dad is the youngest of like 9 kids.
Oh,
right?
Wow.
And I'm the youngest of 5 kids. So there were my nieces and nephews, because Greeks work generationally, right? So all of my uncles are my dad's siblings. All of their kids are my cousins, and all of their kids are my nieces and nephews. So I had nieces and nephews that were doctors, and I'm like 11 years old, and they're like, this is my uncle, and I'm like, hello, because I'm a and it was hilarious because they're like, oh, I remember, because they would just be like, all right, just throw him in the back, it's fine. And I'm like, all right, and I'm like, fit anywhere, just fat little kid. And then I come back a few years later and I'm like, I'm 6'2" and 320 pounds. They're like, what the fuck are you? And I'm like, bro, I don't. In Greece, they're like, oh, that's not a real size person. You can't be Greek. And I'm like, no, I'm Greek. And they're like, no, Greeks aren't your size. It's not. And then it goes back to, you're like, oh yeah, Achilles was 14 feet tall. I'm to normal Greek height, I'm 14 feet tall, bro. That's 100% factual. Like the majority of the populace is at my nipple height, barely. Okay, it's a wild thing, but yeah.
I wasn't aware that Greeks were such a short people. I figured, based on the legends, they were all tall, olive skinned, have long, thick hair or frizzy hair from the girls I've dated, or a girl I've dated, and other Greek women I know.
Hey, listen, yes, the men and the women excessively hairy, no problem. It's just factual. So in Greece, so this is the really interesting part about the Odyssey, and I'm gonna go into this. Like I said, I'm reviewing it tonight with Cole because we both just saw it, and it's one of the key things is that when you cut the tallest tree, trees don't grow past it, right? So the tallest tree you have, it's a very a whole thing in forest. Like if you cut the tallest tree, trees won't grow as high anymore, and it's a weird hierarchy of things. But in the same sense, if you send all your biggest, strongest, scariest people to war to die, what you have left producing isn't the top tier genetic material that wins wars. It's what was left at home, right? Hey, this is just facts, right? So and the Odyssey, the movie actually kind of touches on it. You're kind of going, yeah, I get it. That makes sense. There's a few things to it, but the idea is that Greece didn't have money until probably the 50s or 60s. Up until that point, so Italy has had money as long as they've had the man with the pointy hat. As long as the Pope has been centered in Italy has money.
Okay. It's like, who's wearing a dunce cap?
Yeah. I mean, there's a few options.
It's a stupid hat. Yeah,
it's a ridiculous outfit. No, so Greece has been. It identifies economically more with a lot of the Balkans because they're kind of just figure shit out on your own. You're like, you can't. Oh, you know what? I have Amazon Prime. I'll just have that shipped to me overnight. That's not a thing. That's you're like, I must go 3 towns over. I must talk to George. George's uncle, he is a weaver. He will make me the net. And you're like, can't you just go to the store? A store for the net. No, my friend, this does not exist. You're like, that's not how life happens, right? And that's a new, only since the 50s, 60s, 70s did that. Now they're chain restaurants and like grocery stores that are like, I can go to Merinopolis in any village, in any city. I'll find a Merinopolo, and I know they'll have my cigarettes. It's progress, right? But also, look, we made things back in the times. Beautiful, very large. You know, it's a weird whole thing, but that's why, like, if you don't have access to regular food and proper nutrition, you build smaller people. So think about it this way: is they were like, I was 6'2" in the mid 90s and onward, right? And when I was going to Greece, people were like, "There's a giant in town." Like that was they're like, they've imported a giant to move things, and I'm like, "What are you?" I'm like, "Oh, that's me." They're like, "Look at you're so big. How do you make clothes?" Like they get confused. But everybody else, like, only then did people start getting taller, and it's just like people didn't drink milk. The travesty of me buying milk. I'm like, "Oh, do you guys have any milk?" And they're like, "We have goat milk." I'm like, "That's gross." Okay, goat milk tastes weird. So, you know, goat cheese, delicious. Goat milk, fucking weird. Cow's milk, they're like, "Who drinks cow's milk?" And I would drink like a liter right in front of them, like it was a bottle of water. And they're like, "How do you drink so much milk?" I'm like, "I'm thirsty. Milk's great for you." There's the whole thing.
I was that brings up some factoid I wanted to bring up earlier. You were talking about corruption in Greece. And I think like the self sufficiency also lends to this interesting fact. So I recently saw a video. It was talking about Greece during the Ottoman times. One of the ways they fought back against the empire wasn't just by physical guerrilla tactics,
resistance.
Physical resistance. It was also just by lying on taxes. So what they would do is they would pay off tax collectors directly, most of them who are Greeks who were like cooperating with the Ottomans, and just like shove a couple bucks in their pocket that they get directly, and they would just say, "Oh, that's strange. You didn't make any money this year on your income tax, so I guess you're not paying anything." And that ended up sapping the Ottomans so badly that eventually it crumbled. Problem is, they never stopped doing that. So the entire country, I remember growing up, and like the running joke was like, Greece is like the central banks failed, it's so bad that they're like, I remember, I don't know if this is true, but you guys know Team Fortress 2?
Yeah.
No. Okay, so Dino, it's a video game, and you can buy like cosmetics in it. It's free to play, but you can buy cosmetics.
Okay.
Allegedly, when I was in high school, people in Greece were like mortgaging their houses during the financial crash in order to buy hats in that game. I don't know how true that was, but apparently the economy was that bad.
I'll tell you how it works. The parents are like, "Listen, we're going to figure out how to survive. What we're going to do is we're going to take out a loan against the house, and we'll weather the storm." And then their retarded kid, who they put on everything to make sure that they wouldn't have to pay taxes, starts buying using their fucking house money that they have just in case to weather the storm. He's like, "Oh, I bought a fucking hat on Fortnite." Does it cover your head? No, it's a digital hat. You're like, "Why the fuck did you buy that? You dumb shit." Like, trust me, there was a learning curve with technology, mutual funds, investments in Greece that like so much shit went down where people were like, "Oh, I could do anything and I'll make money." And you're like, "I don't think that's how that works." And they're like, No. That's how things are here now. And you're like, "All right, hubris." And you're just like, "Cool, yeah." Thinking the good times will never end, and all the stupid people like so. This is hilarious, is that my family, like I said, is about 3.5 hours northwest of Athens. It's farm country. There's a certain time of year. I don't know what it is. Like I said, I was raised in Canada. I had good parents. I didn't have to farm. But everybody else I have olive orchards. I have 2, okay? They produce olives every year. When that happens, I do not know. But they do produce a good olive oil. But everybody will has kids to help them farm olives so that they don't have to buy olive oil all year round. So everyone's olives and olive oil is, oh yeah, it's from here. This is, you can survive on bread, cheese, olives, olive oil. That's it. Your whole life you can live. It's not gonna be great. You ain't gonna be a power lifter or nothing, but you can survive, right?
Yeah.
People in Athens are like, oh, I don't have any money. You're like, yeah, that's because you spent your money on dumb shit like a hat in a video game. You have no land. You gave up everything. You hoped your pension would cover you 20 years in the future because you live to 100, you fucking asshole, because you walk around Greece with fresh produce just picking from the tree to survive, right? So people are like, I have nothing. No, you had nothing. You banked on something stupid that the good times would never stop. And look, you have nothing again. Once again, stupid, right? It's very poetic. Trust me.
He has such a like little patience for like people being like lacking common sense or stupidity. I think that is like intrinsic to being Greek, is just like an impatience for people being morons. You know,
it's a condition. Like honestly, I'm writing a new 5 minutes about like how I've lost the ability to control my reserve facial expression. So when I see weird shit, my face always goes like I immediately make a face, and it's becoming problematic because I'll look somebody dead in the eye and just like, why? And they're like, the fuck does that mean? I'm like, you know exactly what it means. It's fine. You know exactly what I'm looking at. Don't come out here asking or telling me that you're like, I didn't expect anyone would see me. Friend, we all have mirrors. This isn't the Stone Age where you're like, reflective glass, it's witchcraft. No, we all have mirrors. They're at home. You know what you're looking at. You know how you looked. You expected me to look at you. And also, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Come on. I don't think that's on me, right? I think that's everyone has a responsibility, man. This is civilized. You guys wanted civilized society. I'm 6'2" and 300 pounds. I'm okay either way, but if we're gonna follow the nice rules, then everybody's got to start towing the fucking line. It's bullshit. Okay. Also, the reason why bribery. Okay, this is when my in-laws were in the hospital, we kept on bringing like a tray of desserts or like savory pastries or something every day for the nurses, because this is the ICU. Like they're working, and they're in charge of my mother-in-law's care. So I would bring stuff at nighttime, during the day, whenever, right? And like we would do that, and everyone would be like, people that weren't our nurses, never had been our nurses, but they were on the floor. They would come by back. Hey, if you guys need anything, just holler. I'll make sure it happens. Whatever you guys need. You guys need anything? And we're like, no, we really appreciate you taking care of her, and we stayed and we did our best. And my my wife's cousin was like, you know why bribery is illegal, right? And I'm like, yeah, because it fucking works. He goes, it works every goddamn time. Every time. There's a number.
Yeah.
Because listen. Don't tell me you can't be bribed where it's just a negotiation. Just let me know. If it's too much, I'll be, hey man, I can't afford it. It's fine. But don't come here telling me like, I'm above reproach. Yeah. Lady, there are people sucking dick for $3 a month on the internet. Okay. Nobody's above reproach. We're all past this reproachness. Okay.
From Paris to Ottoman tax collectors to the present, bribery works.
Trust the science, bro. Just trust the science.
It's an undying truth. It's eternal. But specifically in Greece, I will make a note that nurses can be bribed with not money but baklava. Hey, really good baklava.
No. In Greece, a couple of euros goes a long way to your doctor as well. You know why? Because they don't make much money. That's just those guys have student loans. Like Gerard Butler has student loans. He's making every shitty movie he can get his hands on. Those doctors are just trying to make a living. It's just factual. You know,
dude, I can't wait until go ahead.
Go, just come. The most expensive thing is getting to Greece, and then the rest of it's not that bad. So this was 2015. I had in Omonia, which is it's the center, but it's kind of the traffic center as opposed to like cultural center. But you're like one subway stop away from like proper Greek like. Little pathways through houses bullshit, and you can look up and the Parthenon right there, you know. We were paying $30 a night, queen size bed. I told them it has to be a steel bed because I'm big as fuck, and they were like, yeah, no problem. So a king size bed, air conditioned, balcony, breakfast included, and like private bathroom and everything. Like it was a proper, like it was a small hotel room, but it was a hotel room. It was 30 euros a night. I was like, great, okay, done. And like it wasn't great. It was clean, tiled floor, marble, like it was just a Greek place, but it was right downtown, and then we could go everywhere we wanted. We did all sorts of cool stuff. It was great. But it's that's the thing is I always also tell people is like, hey, plan it out, because there are a lot of places you can know. Like I've driven in Greece, and it's a lot. It's a lot to experience, right? So the idea is like Greeks drive as fast as humanly possible to make sure they get to where their destination is with the least possible incident. So avoid traffic accidents, but they're in and out, and you got to just fucking lock in. Like there's no, I'm just going to doom scroll and drive. You ain't going to do that. It's just you're 10 and 2, and you're like, let's fucking go, But it's plan it. You'll have a great time. There's no question.
Yeah, I would. I'm from Boston, so hopefully that'll dealing with the drivers there will have prepared me for Greece. But
you're good. Yeah, you should. So the only difference is because Boston has a few alleyways that are like 2-way, one car. Like it's a 2-way road, but only one car fits. So you should be okay. But like you'll actually, you know what? No, you'll get yelled at like Boston. Yeah. If you can drive in Boston, you should be okay. You should be good. Because it's got those weird fucking little streets. Yeah. No, you'll be good.
Yeah, this time I just won't know what people are telling me.
That is the other thing. Greeks are so creative when it comes to insults. Like I had one cousin drop this on somebody while we're driving. He called him a worm-filled anthole. And it doesn't sound really bad, but it comes off as offensive. Like you're just like, fucking dick. Like it's yeah.
This sounds like an insult that like a kid who's been told by their parents not to curse, but they got that fire in them, so they're like, I will come up with something else, and it hits just as hard, right?
Yeah. I think that's the cool thing about being Canadian and Greek is that Canadians are polite, not nice, and Greeks follow the natural order. But I'm gonna complain about it and probably dig you a little backhanded compliment.
Yeah,
just an FYI.
I do enjoy a good complaint. Complaining is fun.
Yeah.
It's the Jew in me. Like,
I need a recording of Atlas looking at a bag and going, that's it. It'll be just a nice little,
Katie, what's it called? Has figured me out where she's like, just let him complain, and then he'll do the thing. Like,
I want to make sure everyone understands how much of a pain in the ass this is while I'm taking care of it on your behalf.
Oh yeah, totally.
Acknowledge. I don't think that's unreasonable. I feel like that's,
Oh man, that's. Is that just a Jewish thing?
It might be just a Jewish
complaining. That is far from just a Jewish.
Oh no, just doing it while.
Yeah, while doing. I do love though, like this is the one that's been going around. So I grew up in a part of Toronto, or the outskirts of Toronto, a suburb that is now basically all Indian people. Like it is just, it's driving Thunderdome. Like it is a lot. It's too, right? Yeah. And so it's there's a highway that goes through it. It's called the 410, and it's the Fury Road. Like it's 100%. I gotta hire some kids to spray paint over the signs for 410, just Fury Road, just because it's insane. But like the people, that area is just changed. I don't know. It's very much a weird experience while it's happening, but I'm telling you, now in Toronto, just driving around, taking your life into your own hands. I love it. It's great. It reminds me of
I want someone to make a death race movie where it's like Indian drivers, Greek drivers, Boston drivers, and LA drivers, and just whoever else is the worst type of driver in the world, and just see who comes out on top. I think that'd be an interesting concept.
I'd watch that.
Well,
that's like a wacky races of.
my sister was a missionary in Vietnam, and she sent us videos of like a large intersection with just thousands of motorcycles going through. And so they ended up, after a couple of years, getting a little motorcycle, which I'm like, all right, good for you. Like, you're crazy. And they were saying that it's the way they drive in Vietnam is I am responsible for this. This is, if you're in here, I have to evade you. But if you're not here, you're not my problem, which I'm like, I understand it. But once again, everyone needs to be on board. You can't not be on board. Okay. Everyone can be like, well, I don't want to drive that way. No. That's not an option. We're all driving that way. Right.
Mm-hmm.
But like, they would definitely be included in the list. There's no question.
A friend of mine visited there a couple of years ago, and she was telling me how her cab driver was watching those verticals, those those soap opera verticals while driving them.
100%.
Vietnamese people are going on that death race.
There's a couple of videos that me and my nieces and nephews in Canada will send each other of like, your taxi cab drive is going to be great is when the cab driver has beers in the cup holder, the music cranked, his little the Virgin Mary or some saint on his mirror, and then he's got a cigarette just not lit, just hanging out in his mouth. He's like, it's got too much smoke because I have it around, I'm a gentleman. I'm not going to smoke in the car. This is the taxi. The taxi, you have to respect it. It's very, they're crazy.
It's a certain like very particular aesthetic, the same way like a Chinese restaurant is going to be good if it's a B health code rating and one of their kids is sitting at the counter doing their homework
or running the cashier like, or running the cash
or running the cashier. Yeah. That's 100%.
I think that's the key component. Like the best part about Greek history is how much everyone knows about it, just because there are so many parallels in every other country's history. Like, oh yeah, they follow the same. But Egypt has the same thing. It was earlier. Sumerian has the same. Like, there's a certain thing. I just think Greeks were a little funner in how it happened. You're like, so this guy, he turns into a bird and fucks the guy's wife, and you're like, that's a funny story, bro. You can't tell me that's just not fucking hilarious.
Okay, Dino, we need to do this for the YouTube channel is just shorts. I need to give you like a shitty explanation of a Greek myth, and you just do it in the accent.
100%. I'm very in. I'm very much going to be like history from a Greek perspective. Be like, these two guys, they're crazy. Okay, the one he goes this way, the other one he goes this way. I can do the whole thing. That's no problem. That's
he's walking with his wife, and he's told not to turn around, and then he turns around. The fucking idiot.
He's like, what? He told you one thing. Don't turn around. Don't do whatever. Look whatever. Don't turn around. What does she do? She turns around. Are you kidding?
He turns around.
The one thing. It's ridiculous. It's very much. The funny thing is, like, that was how I grew up. Was my dad saying shit like that, and that's how he would tell stories. Like, so if you've seen My Big Fat Greek Wedding, the dad with the Windex, okay, so is not the Windex. But every Greek family had like a thing that was 100% my dad. So my dad was polysporin. If you got your arm cut off, put some polysporin. It'll grow back. It's fine. It will 100% grow back. No problem. It's very much a that guy was definitely my dad. Sounds like Italian. That's because it was Greek.
I mean, they're right nearby, right? Like yeah.
Is polysporin the Greek version of Neosporin or the Canadian version of Neosporin?
Sounds like
I think so. Hold on.
While he's looking that up, I think for the last 10 minutes, because like we kind of touched on the Odyssey a little bit, but just did we like the film adaptation? Dino, I know you're doing like a full review of it later, but just did you like the film adaptation? What did you like or not like about it? Just real quick.
Okay. So it's a hard source material to depict in film. That's my personal opinion. So the way that it was done was spectacular. Cinematography and storytelling were done in a great way. A lot of the dots in Christopher Nolan fashion, he connected the dots significantly later on, and then it made sense with certain things, like why certain things were done in a certain way. And you're going, oh, okay. I'm okay. I see what you did there. It makes sense because that checks out. But I also hated it because there's a small part. There's a small part where a Greek man who looks very Greek. If you saw him in a lineup, you go, "That's the Greek. That is the Greek man." Speaks in Greek, no subtitles, and says one of the most important things in the film. And I knew what it was because I fucking speak Greek. I was unhappy with that, and I was like, hey man, you put so much effort and people are like, and also Matt Damon fucking cut to shit, bro. He was fit. I was like, man, that was a man that you're like, oh, I wouldn't. If I saw that guy and he was like, well, you want to go? I'd be like, I don't know, man. You look problematic. He was in great shape, you know. But it's like, how about you teach everyone Greek? Make whole fucking, you know what? Have A-list Hollywood actors have to learn goddamn Greek and say it in fucking Greek. Let's do that shit, you know. Don't know subtitles for the Greek guy. That's rude. It's insulting. It's a little salt on the wound that there were no Greek actors hired. Everywhere you look, you're like, I have been to this place. My cousin Tim, he works the door. I got in for free, 100%. I will tell you. He will say, "Did Dino send you? Dino send you in free." I've gotten into the Acropolis free because of that. Yeah. I talked to Stelios, who's my cousin's friend. I was like, "Hey, does Stelios still work there?" He's like, "No, he retired, but his son's there. His son in 2 years is getting that job. He'll get you in for free in 2 years." It's a whole family system, bro.
It's a whole family system. Yeah. I like when a movie does like a bilingual bonus. Like Katie and I watched The Sopranos all the way through a couple months ago, and like she speaks Italian, so she was like helping me translate all the little like just pieces of, because they would, you know, say random words in Italian, and like it makes it more interesting. But doing subtitles for every little thing would probably be annoying on their part. But yeah, kind of a pain that they did that. Mark, what did you think about the movie?
I think I still need to see the movie.
Sorry,
I definitely recommend seeing it. I definitely recommend seeing it. Yeah. Like, hey, you've seen the trailer, I'm assuming. You guys have both seen it?
I saw like the first reveal one what they had when they first dropped it. I don't think I've seen any of the others.
If you see Agamemnon's armor, badass.
I can see that.
Fuck yeah! Like a lot of people were like, "Listen, this is how they would have attacked. Like this is the armor that they would have worn historically." You're like, "Yeah, I don't want to see that shit. Show me the cool fucking armor, right?" So that's another thing where they did take a lot of liberties armor wise, but it looks so fucking cool. I don't care. It's not. Yeah.
So cool. I know that the author of like one of the more modern translations of the book had this like long tirade about how much she hated the movie. And I think Christopher Nolan made some choices in order to make the story make more sense in a 3-hour movie for modern audiences. Things like the armor, things like the not having the bag of winds, because the bag of winds thing is to show like how much of fucking idiots Odysseus's crew are, and they show that in many other ways, like with the cattle, right? So it like you only have so much time. You have to like, you know, take some liberties. I do think where they messed up was Polyphemus, the Cyclops, where they made a choice to have the gods be like not really visible. Like in the book, Odysseus talks with Hermes and Athena, and they cut Hermes completely, and Athena is shown as like a trauma vision of that priestess from Athena's temple in Troy, which is fine. I that was a choice that he made, but I think it's a really good way to like show why Odysseus is in the position he's in, which is for those who haven't read the book, there's a thing where they do talk with the Cyclops when they're trapped in the cave. And Odysseus is like, the Cyclops hasn't eaten anybody yet. And Odysseus is like, my name's Nobody. And the Cyclops goes along with it because he's kind of a dum-dum. And then when they gouge out his eye, then he's like, nobody blinded me. And then the Cyclops friends are like, oh yeah, nobody blinded you, huh? Is nobody stealing your sheep? And then they escape. And like, that's to show Odysseus's cleverness. But then as they're leaving, he can't help himself. He's like, hey, dumbass, my name's Odysseus. And then Polyphemus goes, hey, kill that guy. Kill Odysseus, Daddy Poseidon. Please. And I think that would have been cool if they kept that. But because Christopher Nolan was like, no, the gods must be like an unseen force, you know?
Atlas, you've seen it?
Yeah.
You did see it? So they kind of...
He still prays to Poseidon, and he's like, kill them.
Odysseus does add insult to injury. And he could have gotten away scot-free. and chose not. So they didn't elaborate, which they should have, and also they didn't talk. So the Cyclops does talk.
He does, and
He
they're
was
like,
all mumbling.
"Do you
and I'm
talk
like,
to ants?" Like that line.
yeah. So it's like,
yeah.
So there was a few things in that. Like you're right, he did have to make some decisions. But like it's so. Hold on, yeah. Look how Native American appraise. Oh, that's a fucking crime. There's no question. Remember, Tom Cruise played Nazi SS officer in Valkyrie and spoke English. He could, but now looking back, if it was Christoph Waltz, it would have been fucking cool, right? Why? Because he sounds like a goddamn German, right?
So like again, you have to take those liberties of like, do you have everybody speak Greek, and then like the actors have to learn a whole new language, and then or do you get all Greek actors? Like there has to be a way to like, those cultural touchstones that we all kind of understand as a modern audience. That like,
yes, I agree with you. And listen, and this is the hard part about separating the art from the sin of Christopher Nolan, right? So Christopher Nolan not including Greeks and everything, I would kill the man. I would cut out his eyes and his tongue and his nose,
Yeah.
But like at the same time, he used actors he knows that could convey the emotions he wanted to convey. I can't knock him for it. I can, however, hate the fact that you can't tell me there's only one actor that can play one role. Don't lie to me, okay? Don't lie.
No,
we both saw Jack Nicholson and Heath Ledger do great work. Everyone can do everything. You're not special,
that this was like this was like a Christopher Nolan, like the favorite people he loves to work with. Like everybody in all his past movies except for Tom Hardy. And I know why Tom Hardy doesn't want to do it, because he had to do like The Revenant and what was the other movie where he like has to go to an on location shoot, and it was like super grueling, and now he just does like soundstage movies. He's over it. But everybody else is.
I didn't know that one.
Yeah.
Apparently Matt Damon can't do a British accent. He can barely do an English accent, like an American accent. Let's be honest. Braveheart, they all sounded Scottish to me. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it didn't break my immersion. The accents.
If you want to watch something where they actually kept it true to the source material, I haven't watched them, but my friend told me Barbarians on Netflix. It's about the Roman conquest of Germania. All the Roman actors speak Latin. All the German actors speak old-timey German. So check that you can check that out. I'm pretty sure it's Barbarians. Yeah. When he told me about it, I was like amazed. Like the actors doing this learned two entire different dead languages just for this role in order to act. Acting's already hard enough, but then you got to do it in a language that you're not used to. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. I'll give it a shot. That seems interesting. Katie and I are watching House of the Dragon right now, but when we're all caught up,
we watched A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, not realizing we should have waited for that. So then we watched House of Dragons, which we're up to date. We finally up to date. There's 2 more episodes in it.
We just got into season 2. So
okay, you're good. You should be on time, like by the time the last one for this season comes out. But listen, this is the thing: is when you watch that too, just remember, just take the principles in the storyline of House of Dragons or Game of Thrones or any of those things, and say, is there a Greek story like this? At least 7, my friend. 7. It's all Greek. All of it. It's a wild thing. Chernobyl, the 2 series was amazing.
Yeah, I wanted to shout out David for that comment, because the joke is that they have all these British actors playing Russians, and they just keep their accents.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, but Chernobyl's a really good show if you haven't seen it. I highly recommend it.
So just to wrap up what I was saying, like I think Christopher Nolan had to make some decisions that I don't necessarily agree with all of them, but I understand where he was coming from, and I think it was just a really good movie. Also, Telemachus's parts were boring, just like in the book. Sorry, he's mostly used as a framing device, and it's like, yay, coming of age. I don't give a shit. I'm sorry. I knew to go to the bathroom during the Telemachus parts, or Telemachus, whatever.
Doesn't matter. He was a bitch ass. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Sorry, Yeah.
I love. Hey, I already have tickets for Spider-Man for on Tuesday. So I'm like, listen, I'm down. But Tom Holland, bitch ass.
My
Without spider
Oppenheimer with
powers.
this was Odyssey and then Hades Town in a week. That was pretty sweet.
Odyssey and Hades Town.
Yeah,
What's
Hades Town is a musical. And
you almost
like
got me there, Atlas, with your little trickery.
It's an Orpheus and Eurydice myth, but he's like a 30s industrialist, Hades, and it's cool. It's a cool show.
Okay,
I think it's going to be on streaming next month. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And that way I don't. Well, maybe I'll watch it then.
You don't have to be around theater people. Jesus Christ.
When we went and saw it in the theater, nobody sang, which is like, if I don't want to go see a pro shot and hear people sing. That's what the thing is for, right?
Basically,
shut the fuck up.
David says, saw the new Evil Dead. It was too much humor. I know Evil Dead, right? But the one-liners don't
hit all the glory. Katie dragged me to Evil Dead. I didn't like it very much. I'm not a horror person though.
Yeah, me neither.
I love horror stuff. I've been making Victoria watch stuff. So I found out because we just got the streaming service up here that's Canadian exclusive, and it's all the good stuff from HBO and HBO Max. So I'm gonna sit down with my wife and we're gonna binge Sopranos and The Wire very soon. So trust me, I will explain to her how that is also Greek, just so everyone knows. Sopranos, Greek. I knew him.
If you run out of those and you're still bored, Mad Men is a great other HBO show for that.
I don't need my wife all hot and bothered for other men. Thank you very much. That's not. We've been watching.
You're not selling
Neighbors
Town to us yet. I mean, I'll if I'm gonna do that, we're gonna be here for another hour, and I'm not gonna pass.
Get to the point, my friend. It's an efficient sale. Okay, no, it's I don't know. I'll check it out, but yeah, that's fine. We're over time, but this has been fun, Mark. We need to talk more history things. I think that might be an option, Mark.
Yeah, no, I'd love to. If you guys ever need an empty spot and I got a free Sunday morning, feel free to hit me up.
Where can people find and follow you and all that good stuff?
Oh, yes. So main spot is my Instagrams. Main one is at marc.tyrell. If you want to follow specifically my comedy stuff, my Instagram for that is Marc Tyrell Comedy. And that is also the handle for my TikTok and my YouTube channel, which I have my own podcast, Off the Mark. Atlas has been previously on it. His episode should be coming out later this month once I'm done editing. So, but yeah, that's me. Thank you. I do stand up and photography. Those are my two main hustles.
Fuck yeah. You can find us at Generation Dan wherever fine social medias are found. I might just make a TikTok for Generation Dan and just put our clips on it, because I was putting them on my own TikTok, and then like the problem was that like I had this like pseudo shadow ban for like 3 months, and then finally got it sorted out, and I'm like, I should just make a new one for Generation Dan. Anyway, that's where you can find us there, like Instagram or Blue Sky. Follow me at Atlas Novak in all those places, including TikTok. That shadow ban has been lifted. Or my other show on YouTube, Nexus at Night. That's every Friday on YouTube, 7 p.m. Pacific. How about you, Jimmy?
I'm doing a Genetic Marvel. I've been doing weird shit. Like I built Soundwave out of Lego. He's awesome.
Oh,
nice.
Also, I've started doing these things. This is apparently a tripod of wood and stuff. I started playing Vampire Survivors daily, which is honestly an 8-bit game. So much fun. And then I get to just talk shit about whatever villain is on the screen. It's fun. But yeah, follow me at Dino the Genetic Marvel. I'm here all week doing shit. So come back, enjoy the show. It'll be great. Have a great rest of your Sunday, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.